But let me stay with you as we cross over and talk about the strike by Jusun workers, the nationwide strike. I mean, it's day 5. Courts have been shut down. No legal activities whatsoever in states across the country. Let me stay with you. What do you think is the way forward?
The way forward, there must be independence for the judiciary, the independence for the National Assembly, the legislature, and the executive. That is how it's supposed to be in our democratic system. That's what the Constitution is saying. These people are now saying, give us financial autonomy. Not only that, there should be autonomy on the issue of even appointing judicial officers to the Supreme Court, to our appeal courts, and the rest of it. If we do that, then there will be balance in the system. But where the executive will have influence in what the judiciary is doing, then definitely there will be a problem. I think the government must do something very quickly to address that system. Then lastly, we the journalists, we must follow the ethics and the etiquette of the profession. We have been said we are the lead dog of the society, but sentiments, tribalism, sectionalism has overtaken journalism in Nigeria, whether we like it or not. If media can come together and do the right thing, Nigeria will be a better place. Despite our differences, we are all Nigerians. And if we don't do that, then forget about it. Forget about Nigeria. We must come together. Look at what is happening now.
What is playing in Nigeria on the tables of journalists? I'm not sure our colleagues would totally agree with you. So I'd like to thank you most kindly for sharing your thoughts with us, Engineer Kelani Mohammed. It's such a delight to speak with you. Let's get the concluding thoughts of Lambert Ojukwu in Owerri. Lambert, in your opinion, what is playing out with Jusun workers? I mean, as a matter of fact, there's an abundance of strike. It's an era of strike. ASUP is on strike, doctors are on strike, and of course, Jusun workers as well. What's your position about what is playing out? What are the ways forward, in your opinion? Well, Lambert Ojukwu, if you're with us, we do have your visuals. Again, we're asking the harvest of strikes, like we can see at the moment, doctors, ASUP, of course, Jusun workers, which is our focus for today. What exactly is the way forward? All right, I'm not sure Lambert can hear us, so we'll just get to wrap things up with you here in the studio. Abdullahi, what are the ways forward as regards this issue of strike, especially with Jusun workers? The courts have been grounded nationwide. I mean, people who are probably supposed to stand in for trial and all of that, everything has been halted.
I think I would like to agree with the statement of Engineer Mohammed earlier, saying the 3 arms of government, the judiciary, legislature, and the executive are supposed to be very much independent, you know. But as it seems the judiciary is far from being independent, because the executives, they appoint the appeal court judges, the Supreme Court judges, and so on and so forth. But again, if you understand, that's some of the problem with our constitution, you know. While the judiciary is supposed to be independent, it's still the same constitution that grants the executive the power to appoint the judges and so on, you know. So it's very important that we revisit these issues and ensure that the judiciary is very much independent. I think that will go a long way to solve some of this problem, and that is what Jusun is fighting for.
All right, I'm afraid that's where we'll have to leave it, because we're absolutely pressed for time. Let's see if we can run through some of your feedbacks here. Someone from Warri, Benjamin, he says, my opinion is that Nigeria police is an insider. I don't know what that means exactly, but thank you so much for your messages. And of course, this one says that let's go through your messages very quickly and your feedbacks. While I agree that competency should be the way to go, we should not forget that only one region cannot always be the most qualified. That happening at all times gives bad impression about our leaders, he says, or she says. Well, your name isn't here. More messages. Actually, competency is good, but I think all the ethnic groups have someone who is competent. Appointments should be evenly distributed if peace must reign, and again, unemployment is the major problem of the unrest in Nigeria. Government should create jobs for the teeming Nigerian youth. This is from Sapchuks from Abuja. Thank you so much, Sapchuks. Someone from Brenin in Kebbi State says the actions of Mr. President of always reserving juicy and sensitive positions for people from a particular section of the country where it comes from is a confirmation of the description of the person by the Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka. Okay, I can't read that, but thank you so much, Mr. Bolumade from Brenin in Kebbi State. Very quickly, as we round off now, someone from Jos, Batagon says community policing may end so many challenges. In those days when the ward heads and district heads were so strong, security challenges were so mild, but when federal character came on board, every security challenge scattered, he says. Thank you so much from Jos. So much feedback. Jude from Abuja says, while I agree that competency should be the way to go, we should not forget that only one region cannot always be the most qualified. Okay, I think I've read that already.